Hi guys, welcome to, well, I'm Blackhouse, or Dark as some of you may know me. Some of you might recognise this game due to, Christopher Knight, Mage Knight 404, well, two in particular, and I can't really name any others. If I said Saisen no Kifu, I doubt any of you would know what I'm talking about. But if you do, welcome. I'll leave it till this intro's over before I say it. Before I say title. The intro is basically going on about how the dark god Loptusu conquered the continent, and Saint Haim led 12 crusaders who got divine weapons from the gods to fight back and reclaim their continent, starting the Holy War. That's a big hint to the name. There you go, the Holy War. They won, and well, I think that's Loptusu. Not entirely sure, but well, and I think that's Haim. I'm not sure on these, alright? I'll be honest. That was thousands of years before this game began. That millions died in the event of the Holy War, and those are the weapons. Any of you get the idea now? That's the Fire Emblem. And all the weapons were scattered across the land, never to be seen again. Well, seen each other's company. Fire Emblem. Then Genealogy of the Holy War. Made in the late days of the Super Famicom, I believe. No, it was on the SNES, 1996. I've done a few. I haven't got very far, I'll admit. Let me do that. Epic fail right away. Just forget I did that. Please forget I did that. Please. Anyway, apart from watching Mage Knight and Christopher, I don't know what's in this game. Everything you see will be blind. So, this will be like a project I'm gonna do alongside Fire Emblem and something else which I would love to do. I tried doing a test video a while ago, it didn't come up. So, let's get going before we run out of time. Chronology. 001, Grand Kingdom established. 230 becomes Grand Republic. I'm not saying it all, I'll say the big ones. Ah! There we go. Dark God enters Gal and the Dark Sector rises. Lopton Python, but okay. The Great Purge, that's the one. Some of these are explained during the course of the game. Some of them you're going to have to look up on your own. All I'm going to say is 757 is where this game begins. Granbell rests in the centre of the Jugdral continent and was founded by Saint Haim, one of the 12 Crusaders. Haim's descendants, the royal family, were joined by 6 additional duchies, each with their own crusade lineage. Excuse the CV in the background. Each duchy possessed large territory, military holdings, and exercised partial autonomy while serving under the royal family. On behalf of the aging King Asma, the government was administered by the highly regarded Prince Kurf. Assisting the prince was his confidant, Lord Brian of Calihi, and Lord Ring of Jungby. Prime Minister Repta of Friege felt his position was being undermined. Calling on the avaricious Lord Langbert of Dozel, the two formed a coalition opposing the prince's authority. The young Lord Alvis of Voltimer, commander of the Royal Guard, had little involvement in governmental affairs. Only Father Claude of Edda could sense the impending crisis. Just as this drama was beginning to unfold, news of the calamity arrived from the east. We travel over east, well, north-east, to Isaac and the Yi Desert. The peaceful town of Dana, located in the Yi Desert, came under siege by Isaac and barbarians. Reports told of a massive slaughter taking place. Travelling over to Granbell again? Back in Granbell, public outcry began to grow, and before long, the decision was made to subdue Isaac. Acting on his father's behalf, Prince Kurf departed for the front, commanding the lords from each duchy. There, at his side, a warrior in his own right, revered for his heroism and bravery, was none other than Lord Brian. That's annoying. Only a handful of soldiers remained in Granbell. Moving over to Augustia. Owing to a diplomatic alliance with Augustia to the west, and travelling south a bit to Verdane, and the Verdane kingdom to the southwest, fear of any kind of aggression was virtually non-existent. However, that trust was betrayed all too soon. Verdane Kingdom's massive army, spearheaded by Prince Gandalf, crossed into Granbell territory unnoticed and laid siege to Ljungby Castle. Why is it always one bit? Ideen, daughter of Lord Ring, had sole responsibility for the castle, entrusted with the protection of the kingdom by his father, Lord Brian. Sigurd stayed behind at Calfee Castle. With only a few soldiers at his disposal, he was rightfully terrified when news of the invasion reached Calfee. Sigurd cried, "Those barbarians aren't laying a hand on Ideen!" Having known Ideen since childhood, he was left with no other alternative. Sigurd promptly made the decision to take up arms. Grand Calendar 757. It was this very turn of events that cracked open the door of fate. No one at the time could have recognized this full warning to the disastrous events to follow. Prologue chapter: Birth of the Holy Knight. At Ljungby Castle, loads of axe fighters and bandits started moving up, along with a few archers, which look like crossbowmen, oddly enough. A proper warrior and a looks like a berserker. My lady, the castle's completely surrounded. We failed you miserably. My dear, it's all right. Everyone gave their best. You needn't worry about me anymore. Please save yourself. I want as many of you to get out of this alive as possible. None of us are going anywhere, my lady. We're here for you till the very end, even if it means our lives. Oh, thank you, my dear. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to put you through all this. Medea takes arms. Moving over to Calfee Castle, Sigurd sees and hears that Ljungby. Ideen is in trouble. Gandalf's army has laid siege to Ljungby Castle. Noish, I'm gonna go and see if I can do something. You're in charge while I'm gone. Sir, you're not planning on going alone, are you? Granbell's military is already en route to Isaac. There really is no one left to call on. Verdane's army may be full of barbarians, but it's huge. There are bound to be casualties. I can't get you involved. Excuse me, sir. We are born into the knighthood and prepared to die fighting. We'd be disgraced to let our master perish out there alone. We're going with you. Alec, you're with me on this, aren't you? Aren't you? Damn straight. But we'd better swing by a village before going to Ljungby Castle. Those barbarians will loot the place and kill everybody in sight, then burn it all to the ground. We've got to beat them there and get the villagers strengthen their defences. Point well taken, Alec. We mustn't overlook our duty as knights to protect the people. Actually, Oyfe takes credit for that one. I tell you, that kid's a strategist in the making. Takes right after that famous grandfather of his, Lord Caesar. Is Oyfe in the palace now? Oyfe, you here? Sir, I know I'm not supposed to be here, but I'd like to join your assault. I don't want to just sit back and watch the castle, sir. I don't know, Oyfe. You're still pretty young. You think you'll be okay out there? I'm only 14, sir. I know I'm not ready to fight yet, but I can still help out. Please, let me go with you. Well, it's been a good 2 years since you've been training for your knighthood under me. You're probably ready for some battlefield action, but no fighting. Not yet, anyway. Why don't you come along as my personal advisor? You bet! Thanks, sir! Sir, have you considered leaving someone behind to defend the castle? It would be too risky not to. We'd be finished if we lost our base here to the enemy. Hey, nice. You know who'd be perfect for that job. Isn't that right, Arden? Why me, Alec? Oh, God, he's ugly. Because you're strong, reliable, and slow. You're the one, hands down. I can live with the strong and reliable part, but leave the slow bit out of it, okay? Arden, can we count on you? You're the only one who can aptly handle the castle defences. Alright, I'll do it. But you gotta promise to take me to battle with you sometimes. Will do. Alright, let's make our way to the villages and then be off to Ljungby. We move out. Right, I'm gonna call it there, because I'm actually out of time. I'll see you next video and hope you go enjoy this series. I'm out.